The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They go play action here on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And right away, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Looking to throw. Sharp. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Off the play fake. Sharp.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive? He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I have to admit I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Got a man, and Schwartz complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Back to throw. Sharp.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he'll decide to keep this once more.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Sharp. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They get this out quickly to the left side. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle.
And that'll make our score 14-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Gregory Rousseau
in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs. They'll set up to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Gregory Rousseau, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon.
Returning it, here's Spencer.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Olave over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. On 4th down, they'll try and run for him. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. To throw on 2nd down. Sharp. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Sharp. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Off play action. Sharp. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Finding Gray going across the field.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do, because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
Falcons 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer, because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on, because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Back to throw now on first down.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now it's That's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Sharp. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Chris Olave, 45 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Fair catch. The Falcons take over 1st down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sharp. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he's got room. Touchdown, Falcons. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Hands it off out of the gun. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
On the jump. Cowboy 80.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Here we go on fourth down. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The tight end in motion right. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back to throw. Sharp. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think we relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Able to find Gray here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last sentence, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for L.A., the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the turnaround hasn't materialized.